Hello, everyone, and welcome to another wonderful week of Couch Potato Queens. My name is Sam Meier. I am your host. We are doing our drag race recap. So excited to see y'all in the chat. Absolutely. What a week. Welcome back, Zachary.
Hi, Zachary.
Hi. I am joined, as always, by, first of all, Detroit's premier queen of mean, Alex Knows It All herself, Alex Meitz. How are you doing tonight, baby?
Hi, so glad to be back after our hiatus.
Ooh, I love a hiatus. I love getting back to it, too. Next, we have my sister, but my roommate sister. I got two sisters on the pod tonight. I'm so excited. First sister, she is the co-founder of the Couch Potato Queens Network. My roommate, Josh Mendelson. How are you?
Hey, Queen.
Baby?
Hey, Queen. I'm doing good. Just living it up, enjoying the episodes. Hi, Tiffany.
What is that? Arguably one of the best Snatch games of all time.
I was snatched, honey. Snatched.
Absolutely snatched. And then finally, a very special guest, my sister in drag. We have both been the host of the drag show Gender Bender. One of the first queens I ever worked with, and just the loveliest human being. It's Lavender.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
my name is Lavender. I'm super excited to talk about Drag Race. Tonight's episode was amazing.
Mm-hmm. And you were so qualified. You were so qualified. You are a local queen. You are a theater program director.
I also did a Snatch game.
You did a Snatch
game?
Who was your character?
Oh, no. Actually, I hosted. I hosted with Alex, and Sam did it one of the nights we did it. And it was absolutely hilarious. Hi, Tiffany.
I did a Sarah Huckabee Sanders impersonation.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
It was with a Trump hat that I had stolen from my family when I went home to visit. I absolutely refused to purchase one on my own, so I stole one.
She mocked it.
Oh, and so just to kick off the bat, because we did talk about this tonight, are we mad that All-Star 6 will be on Paramount Plus? Well, Zach, baby, Josh has Paramount Plus. And
I've had it for years, honey. I've had it since before it was cool. I it created it, okay? Because I'm a Survivor fan, Big Brother fan, so I've had CBS All Access for forever. So it's okay, just the name change, but I know why people are pissed. It makes sense.
It absolutely makes sense.
I just got Paramount Plus during the quarantine, and I will say it's a good app, and at least get it for Drag Race, and there is a lot of stuff on there. So as far as apps that you're going to have to get to watch Drag Race, I'm not mad about this one.
Okay. So, ladies, shall we dive into the app?
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it. So, Candy, we get into this episode. Candy reflects on her almost elimination. I'm still a little crusty that she got called second and put through the emotional trauma because she won the lip sync.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Alex, can you throw Arthur's comment up real quick? For y'all watching who don't want to buy it, they're offering 1 month free of Paramount Plus, y'all.
Or if you know me well enough, I'll just give you my password. I need to know you really well. Okay.
And I also have an account, so just hit us up.
Okay, hit us up, ladies and gents.
Tell your friends. So Candy reflects on her almost elimination before Rue comes in pretty quick, looking like a box of good and plenty. I lived for this suit. It was incredible.
It was Halloween and the Rue
absolutely good and plenty. So
we got some good and some plenty tonight. So yes, RuPaul giving us a foreshadow.
We did. Hello, Bill. Hello.
Hi, Bill Yanis.
We love you. So the mini challenge tonight, they were auditioning for the fictional band Pantyhose. It was very punk, reminiscent of Rue's early days when she knew how to move her body. Because that dancing was everything but punk at the end. It was very like cha-cha slide at the country club for me.
Absolutely. Honestly, girl, every time that she tries to like do something on television, I'm like,
Sit behind your desk, Mama.
yeah, it's always very that. It's always very like, I'm the cool mom, you know? Yeah, I taught you.
My personal favorite was the season 10 with Andy Cohen there, and it was like the roundup type thing. I was like kind of living for that RuPaul dance that time. But
I hear y'all. So let's go to Alex first. Alex, what were your standout moments in the pantyhose auditions?
Well, I mean, the comments are already going off, but obviously it was Tina's cakes.
Oh yeah.
Obviously. Very clearly Tina's cakes.
Tina shows up this time. She didn't show up all season.
I was impressed. I also thought they had like a leaf blower for like the movement it was making.
Right? It was going like in and out.
Yeah. It was
I like the look that she was wearing. I was like, wow, that's one of the best looks that she's worn this season.
Sam,
is so mad.
Can we give our tea report on Tina and what we did this week?
Give your tea.
While we're on the topic of Tina, we found out that she is it. We found out the boy band thanks to Alex. Alex, could you explain the origin?
So my old roommate's straight boyfriend, who watches the podcast. So shout out Cody. Hi.
Hi,
Cody. So much.
Hey, Cody.
Thank you so much for sending us Fifth Ring.
Yes,
the
but
boy
the number
band,
5. It's the number 5 Fifth Ring.
And one of the members looks like they're 6 years old. Let's get real.
Yes. There was a single with members ranging from approximately the ages of like 12 to 35.
And Tina was in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And if you want to hear, they have one single on their Spotify. If you want to hear Tina's solo, it's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds in.
2 minutes and 14 seconds, I believe.
2 minutes and 14 seconds in.
What we'll do after the episode, we'll post the link to it on the episode. If you scroll down on info, you can find it after the episode.
But also for all of you Spanish speakers out there, there is also a Spanglish version of the song.
Yes! Yes! Give me some Christina Aguilera Spanish CD, okay?
Lav, did you have any, other than Tina's ass, of course, did you have any standout moments from the mini?
Honestly, I thought Candy is so funny whenever she comes on the camera. Like anything she does, she's been so just like good as far as TV goes through this whole season. And she was the first one out, and she came out with the fishnets on her face and just like immediately like the drums hit, and she just like threw her head on the beat, and it was so funny to me. So I thought she came out and was just like hilarious. And her makeup, I mean, she looked a mess. Like her makeup was a mess. But they all sort of did in the best possible way.
I thought it was a lot of really fun looks this challenge. I hate this because y'all know how much I say I love Candy, and I say this with love, but was it a little like Mrs. Puff from SpongeBob with the mask? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
yes.
Like Rob.
Amazing. Yes, Zachary. Olivia looking like a door comment. I guess.
True.
I thought there were a lot of really fun looks. I don't think we saw any Elliot, and Denali definitely had the worst look.
Yeah, what was that?
Being real bad. But the mini challenge was fun. I didn't even write down who won. I don't think anyone really cared about the mini challenge because this week is Snatch Game!
Yeah! Snatch Game! The time has come.
We've waited an entire season of like a previous season of... We've waited an entire season 1 to get to Snatch Game. And folks, it was so worth it.
Very.
Definitely.
Worth it.
Such a good Snatch Game, guys.
I always ask the audience a lot of questions. So, audience, I would like to know, is there a Snatch Game that you think is better than this one? Because personally, I don't. I think this one is the best Snatch Game for me.
I don't know, you guys. All Stars 2 is like
All Stars 2.
All-Stars 2.
All Stars, you can't beat All Stars 2 with
Okay.
anything.
But this one is like, it's like right there, you know.
Is there a better non-All-Stars season of Drag Race?
A regular season, maybe season 6.
Season 6 was funny. I was thinking about that when I was thinking of other ones that like sort of match up to it. But really, this one, it was very good.
Yeah.
I just dream about one day, for some reason, going on Drag Race and who I would be as Snatch Game, y'all. It would be an unknown person from England. They all know I have this alter ego. Her name is Nikki Graham. She was on Big Brother in the UK. Someone almost did her this season on UK Drag Race. And I'm like, screw it. If I ever went on, I would do Nikki Graham, because even if you don't know who the hell she is, I will make you know who she is, because she's incredible. So that's who I would do.
Oh yeah, the UK Snatch Game was real rough.
Okay, Bimini carried it with her bare hand.
Oh, Bimini Bolash, the nipples of the eyes.
I'm Katie Ploy.
Katie Pause.
Incredible. Melissa,
you're gonna hate that comment.
Melissa, we're gonna fight because I am so upset about Ginger Minge winning Snatch Game. They were afraid to give the win to Boy Drag. It was revolutionary. Ginger had a terrible performance, and it is one of the reasons I dislike Ginger Minge. Do not come for me. So let's get into this Snatch Game, though.
Thanks, Belle. She couldn't read me.
So let's just start. I mean, where do we even start? I think we have to start with the iconic opening from Simone as Harriet Tubman. Starting under the desk. I mean, gagged.
We were dying. We were dying. It was so funny.
We
said it in the
episode and rewinded the whole thing just to watch Simone's entrance again.
Simone was so funny.
Yeah, when they were on the walkthroughs and she said Harriet Tubman, I was like, ooh, I'm so excited. And she really turned it out. I mean, every time that she answered, it was hilarious.
It was excellent. Absolutely excellent.
So funny. And it was just raw and real, and it just got to it. And Simone did such a good job.
Absolutely.
Now, Alex, again, in this house, we stand Simone. Do not get us wrong. But we did share a little bit of the sentiment that she lost steam on that Underground Railroad. I'm so sorry.
Jail.
Keep on going, Sam. Keep on going.
Sam is canceled.
I am no. She lost steam as she went along, though.
I do agree with that, because she did come in so hot at the beginning with just that iconic entrance. And then everything just was kind of like very funny from there, but it did not ever meet that entrance. So I think that was really her downfall, was having like her best thing be the first thing. I think that's why maybe she was safe and not in the top. But I agree with some of our comments that I do think Simone should have been in the top.
I thought
definitely
as well.
I think so too.
Definitely should have been in the top, especially with her outfit, which we'll get to.
Yeah, we'll get exactly, Josh. Next, I would like to take it to, Gottmik, who we go to next. Gottmik as Paris Hilton. Josh, Josh, you've been excited about this for a while.
I've been excited about this before the season started, because Gottmik is so Paris Hilton anyways. Like, she talks like this anyways, and it's like perfect. And I will say in this voice, hi Dolores, we love you.
Hi,
you're
Dolores.
amazing.
We were worried you weren't going to show.
We were really scared. Like, Dolores is like, Dolores, first of all, we've been talking and we want you for an episode. So like, we want to make that work. So Dolores, you're going to be one of our guests, just letting you know. But back to Gottmik. It was just perfect. She killed it. Like, my favorite part was she was like, oh, here are the cameras on. Like, perfectly normal. Oh my God, let's go.
Yeah.
I was gagged.
It was so quick, too. Lav, we loved it.
Oh, the look was everything. The sexy choker that I could get for less than $5 at the beauty store was everything. And I mean, it was unclockable. Like, she looked like Paris. And then the comedy was just, I mean, the look was just like, that was just icing on the cake, but the comedy was everything. And I think like she didn't even have to like think too hard about it. She just like played Paris Hilton, and Paris Hilton is just kind of funny, honestly.
Yeah.
She
I feel like
is.
people have been scared to do Paris Hilton because of Raven's Paris Hilton.
Yeah,
Like,
didn't do so well.
It's one of those characters where they're like, oh, we can't do it because it's going to be one note.
Mhm.
But then Nick showed how you do that.
Absolutely.
Someone
And
said it on the
He was hot.
yeah, someone said on the episode, like, there are certain characters that the only way you should do it is if you can do it and slay it. If you do not think you can slay it, don't do it.
Don't do an icon if you can't slay it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Which was
Yeah,
So
which
Next, we've got Rosé as Mary, Queen of Scots, which I found absolutely delightful.
You mean Lawrence Chaney? She was Lawrence Chaney.
It was a little
Lawrence
Chaney.
It reminded me a little bit of like Yada Sophia with her unintelligible Amy Winehouse. Like there was just something very fun about me. Alex, what were your thoughts on Rosé tonight? And we not being in the Meghan McCain Rosé fan club.
I'm the Meghan McCain. Lavender,
Oh, yeah, Lavender.
They always disagree with me.
Josh is the Meghan McCain of our panel.
But I'm not problematic like Meghan. Okay.
But
I do agree with our commenter, Melissa, because I was living for the Snatch Game. It was very funny. The look was right. The jokes were right. She knew when to make herself unable to be understood. And she used that as a punchline, which is the right way to do it. Because if you were making yourself unable to be understood the whole time, it would have just been one note, and she nailed it. And that character work was great. So good for her.
Oh,
yay! Funny. I'm so happy that Alex likes Rosé.
Dolores,
I like Rosé every episode.
Dolores, we love that you're a Tudor geek. I absolutely thought it was a riot as well. Alex and I might be joining the Rosé Stan Club, and we said specifically tonight it's because she is showing her personality, and even though she is a villain, she is a fun villain.
She showed fun villain tonight. You were talking about it.
Oh my God, Shrek.
Did not understand what the hell she was saying, but she was good.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Okay. Lawrence Chaney.
But V, I agreed with you 100%. Rosé is 100%
hot
trade villain. Alex,
Yes.
hot trade villain. Completely agreed. Moving on, we've got Candy Muse as Patrick Star. Now, I'm not familiar with Patrick Star. Lav, are you? I know you're a big makeup person.
Yes, she does makeup. She is, she's one of like the iconic like influencers. I feel like she sort of is like an OG YouTube makeup gal. And I mean, she's iconic, and I think that Candy did her hilariously. But I feel like she did play it sort of like as Candy. But the thing is, like, her personality is just so delightful that she can put herself on anything, and you just buy it. So I bought it.
Yeah.
Is Patrick Star similar to Candy?
I mean, I would say like they both like it's a big person. She's a big personality, and I don't know her like super well, but I've seen a couple videos, and I think like as far as the look was right. It was on, and
it was not a cheap Halloween costume that came from Party City, Zachary.
The shade of it
Tiffany,
all.
I had the same thought as you at first. I thought it was supposed to be Jeffree Star as well for a minute.
And I was like, no.
I was like,
okay,
no,
listen.
girl.
I saw last week. Do you guys know Rosa on TikTok?
Yes.
I thought that Candy was gonna do Rosa from the like from when I was watching the little teaser last week, and I was gagged. I was so excited, but
everybody thought that. That was all over Twitter.
Okay, I think I saw it on Twitter too, and I was like, okay, this is what's happening. She's going to be Rosa.
Yeah.
So, in an alternate reality, that's who she played in Snatch Game.
It was middle of the road.
She was Patrick Star, and it was still pretty funny.
Unfortunately, she's not. First you say that Patrick Star. Is that Patrick Star named after the SpongeBob Patrick Star? The pink look? I don't know. I don't know. It was just funny.
The pink look, yeah, no. She was just on Twitter, and she was like, "How many of you thought that I was doing SpongeBob Patrick Star?" Like, she knows her audience. She knows her audience.
She really does. Candy's online presence is one of my favorite things.
She's grown on me. I started off hating Candy, and now I'm like, okay, like I'm not hating on her. I saw her music video with Alaska for Alone in the VIP, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of gagged. I kind of love her. So
who did? I don't think a Queen's done Jeffree Star before.
Yes.
Tiffany's correct.
India did it.
Yes, India did it in Snatch Game of Love, and
oh yeah, that was really bad. I think I've just blocked it from my memory. Like I just sort of like, had sort of like a blackout when that happened, and then didn't come back from it. But moving on, next we have Olivia as Tabitha Brown. Ladies, it was hard to watch. Josh, take us into this.
I wasn't entertained. She didn't give a character. She just didn't. She just looked like a deer in headlights. It was rough to watch. It was really bad. And I know we aren't at like the lip sync yet, but I think she should have been lip syncing tonight. I really do. I don't think she was good. It was rough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, V, right there with you.
I am a big Tabitha Brown stan. I did make the carrot bacon when it came out. So I was just like, why aren't you saying get into it?
Oh my God, get into it, because that's my business. Like there was no attitude.
Powder.
Oh my God, there was a lot of missed opportunity. Like the whole thing was just a missed opportunity, which was honestly gutting, because I would love to see someone do a really funny Tabitha Brown.
I think it could have been good.
Oh, it could have been. It could have been a show stealer, but
like not even the voice was there.
No,
and I love Liv. I love Liv. She was one of my favorites coming into the season.
It wasn't good. It was hard to watch. Hard to watch. It was not good. Like, sorry, y'all. Sam, I know you love Olivia. I know she won 2 weeks in a row. Like,
but
she's kind of going from like a top queen who potentially could win to like one of those middle range queens, like a Utica. I kind of put her in the same boat as Utica now.
I think the issue we're seeing with Olivia is that she's not fully cooked yet, and we've talked about this in the past. Of just like she's a young queen, she's figuring her shit out.
Yeah,
Alex,
queen.
Yeah, how'd you feel, Alex?
I feel like she was coming off of a high and thought that she could just kind of do no wrong, and that's probably why that happened.
Yeah.
In the walkthrough, Rue was like, she asked her what she was doing, and she said Tabitha Brown, and it was obvious like that didn't really click for Miss RuPaul.
I didn't know who Tabitha Brown was.
Which is fine. I think if she was funny, it wouldn't have mattered.
Exactly.
True.
She wasn't, and that's like sometimes they just don't listen to the advice, and it's like if she had just, done whatever she needed to do to make her laugh. And RuPaul gave her like 3 character choices to go for and do, and she just fizzled out and didn't do any of them. So it could have been good. It could have been good.
Could have been great. Next we had Denali as Jonathan Van Ness, which was fun.
I loved it. I loved it.
I did not think it was top 3, but I thought it was good.
Sam, you know what? I it's debatable because it was really good. I think there were 4 really good ones tonight, and it was really between like Simone and Denali, who was that like, and Rose, because we all knew Gottmik had number 1, but the other 3 were like up in the air for the top. And I think it could have gone any way. I thought that Denali did a great job. It was funny. It was funny.
Mm-hmm. We had some scream moments. We had some laugh out loud moments, which I appreciated.
And she looked like Jonathan Van Ness.
Yeah, which was hilarious.
That is an easy character to just put on a brown shake and go wig and be like, I'm Jonathan Van Ness.
Mm-hmm.
And she did
it was good hair.
Yeah, it was good hair.
It was good hair. It looked like some really nice, expensive hair.
Yes, she did it all,
Jonathan Van Ness and like a nasty shake and go wig.
I think she did great. She looked the part. She was funny.
I will get to Tina, Melissa. Thank you, though.
I was gonna say.
Well,
I'm skipping around.
But yeah, no. What did she? There was just a couple.
You can take that down, Alex.
You're freezing tonight, so
she would just like pull shit out. I feel like she just very much had the character down, but also made it just like even more gay drag. Like it was JVN, but for Snatch Game, I think like she did. If she rose to the challenge on that one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Tiffany, I have seen her ice skating videos. Slay, mama.
So good. When she was skating on the runway, we'll talk about it, but
slay.
So next we'll go to Tina, Melissa. Since apparently we're dying to talk about her. Melissa, I would like to hear your thoughts on Tina's performance this evening. I thought it was fun, but I thought it was lacking. Okay. It was lacking substance. She needed more. I wanted cruising in the woods. I wanted like a more. I wanted like a fuller portrait of Richard Simmons.
I wanted it Broughton, and it wasn't Broughton. It was.
It was safe. It was safe.
It felt very safe. Alex,
it was forced.
Alex,
I will say we did have some laugh out loud moments. There were moments where the three of us were sitting on the couch and we audibly laughed.
Yep.
It was kind of like a laugh for her. I did not laugh super hard for Tina Burner.
I think we laughed at the look because the jumpsuit onesie thing was right.
It was so correct.
And the body and the movement was right, but then there wasn't much like substance of the jokes. I think that was more it. Like the physical comedy was there, but that was really it.
Zachary, you hate Tina.
Zachary, I'm with you. Zachary, she's had too many chances. She was just like average. Like I wouldn't even put her at Jan's rate because at least Jan was super talented. Tina's not bringing it. She's not bringing it. Like it's just a letdown after letdown. Her outfits suck. She's average and mediocre at everything. Like I thought she was going to be this amazing queen and do really good and be one of our favorite people. She's been such a letdown. Rant over.
Okay, rant's over. I think Tina's getting jammed pretty hard, honestly. And I think you just, after a point, you just sort of fade and you're like not really in the running anymore. Mm-hmm. And Tina, I don't know, it's like has very like that like energy. What was that wig?
I agree with that. What was that wig?
A mess.
And now I believe it's time, if I didn't miss anyone else, Melissa,
oh my God.
It's time for our bottom three.
No. Oh no, you did miss a couple.
I missed wait, who do we miss?
You missed Elliot with 3 Ks.
We missed. Oh no!
Oh my God! I was going to say it.
We're getting into some more bottom threes.
Okay.
We had courtesy. I would also like to thank V Martin for giving me some of my favorite Elliot retorts. So first of all, I would like to say Elliot with 3 Z's played Rue Mcclanahan this evening, and it was boring. And her punchline was just gentlemen for everything.
I love gentlemen. I'm a lady of the night with lots of gentlemen. I'm
on the lanai. Lav, how'd you feel?
Oh my God. It wasn't there. I didn't like it. It was like, she was like, I'm going to do this really iconic character. And then you like forgot who she was playing every time she opened up her mouth and like spoke. It was, I don't know. It did not do it for me. And to do it, like to go on such an iconic character and then just bomb, I mean, it's like Tracy doing RuPaul. It was.
Ooh.
I mean, it was not that cringy, but it was still pretty cringy. And the gentleman thing, I just couldn't get over it. I was like, Miss, Your Honor, she's floundering. She is floundering.
Joe, we're collecting lingerie for the neatest sexy people.
Like,
I could do a really good Rue Mcclanahan. I can do it up like this.
What this reminded me of is when Bianca Del Rio did Judge Judy, and everyone was like, Bianca, you can't do Judge Judy because RuPaul loves Judge Judy. How can you do that? That's such a risk. And Bianca's like,
I'm gonna fucking do it good.
I can do whatever I want. I'm Bianca Del Rio.
Baloney! Okay.
And then Bianca slayed it. And I think Elliot was like, I'm doing the same thing.
Oh,
I'm so fabulous.
And in the words
I'm like, you're aggressive.
you think you're gonna win a badge this week?
oh my god, a badge. We're crossing.
Oh, we're going UK now.
We do cross stream here occasionally.
Because like, girl, how did she think that was gonna go? Like,
do you really think you were going to win a badge this week?
Did you really think you were gonna win a badge this week, Elliot? No.
No, ma'am.
And then finally we get to Utica as Bob Ross. And I would argue the squirrel wig was the least bad part of the whole. I didn't even notice it. Once we were into the snatch game, I didn't even notice.
There was like that weird moment that she had about her wig too in the workroom, and I was like, "Okay, Your Honor." Interesting, and then her Bob Ross. I mean, it was a crash and burn.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah.
She ate paint.
A crash and burn.
What?
Yes, she ate paint, and for nothing. For what?
For nothing.
And guys, we've seen all those videos that Utica has on our Instagram of her doing all these characters. Why didn't she do any of those? Like, she did some.
Well, a lot of the characters that she does, though, understand are trademarked. So she has to appear as a celebrity. And so, like, you could say you're doing Kristen Wiig, but do her, what is the character's name? Dunice. You know, like, she does
would
a
be
Dunice
funny.
wig, which would be hilarious. But, like, also is that Kristen Wiig, you know, like it's just like a hard line. Like where does it end?
I would do Barb and Star. If anyone has not seen Barb and Star, like you need to see that movie. It's incredible. Just saying.
Oh, Barb and Star is Vista Del Mar. Incredible. It's worth your $20.
Worth your $20.
Snaps for those queens, Kristen Wiig and Annie Mumolo, her writing partner, and also known for there's a colonial woman on the plane. That scene in Bridesmaids. So I want to take it to the runway. Wait,
Sam, you missed the part. You missed who was the guest judge for the Snatch Game.
Oh my god, of course. How could I forget? We're in the Snatch Game itself. I took so many Snatch Game notes. Victoria Porkchop Parker comes in for the Snatch Game. Porkchop has never been at a Snatch Game before, I don't think.
Oh no. It was very iconic. It was very iconic.
Love Victoria.
When RuPaul did that thing where RuPaul said pork chop and then they showed the empty chair, I'm like, okay, we're making like another pork chop joke. But when pork chop walked the fuck out, I cried. Everyone who watches our podcast knows that I cry when we watch Drag Race, and pork chop walking into Snatch Game made me cry.
Yes.
So that was such a great moment.
Amazing.
Also, when Utica fucking said that pork chop wasn't little, I was like, girl, that is not the joke.
Yeah, she made like a fat joke about pork chop. I'm like, I'm offended.
It was so awkward, and it was like not funny at all, but it was the closest thing to a joke that she had done in the entire Snatch Game, and it was the last thing that was said before it ended.
Ooh.
It was
so just like bad. Like
she was concerned about being offensive with the afro, and she ended up being fat phobic. So
no, she kind of and then we're gonna get to Untucked though, and then they sort of you know, go for it.
I mean, I am not saying that Elliot I don't think what Elliot did was like targeted towards plus size people or anything. It was just like ill-informed. And I'm like, girl, come on.
Utica.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'm so used to being mad at Elliot.
Redirect your anger, girl.
He just made like a fat joke. It was just,
Yeah, what Utica did was just ill-informed. And I'm like, girl, don't punch down. That's
Amazing.
not.
Let's get into that runway, Miss.
Okay, now we're ready.
Let's do it.
I'm
all right. So a reminder to all of our listeners: when we do the runway, we rate our looks on a fries scale. So please let us know in the comments when we are doing this if you think that this look is a small fry, a medium fry, a large fry, or a super size. And a super size is like your mind is blown. Like you are like, oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
Yeah.
That is like a super size.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically anything Simone wears.
Yeah.
So we get to the runway. We'll start with Olivia, giving us mad scientist in a white lab coat. You could tell she had a little lip sync outfit on underneath, sort of like a metallic spilling fascinator. And tonight was headpieces. It was fascinators on the
runway. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was like a medium low fry for me.
I said it was a small.
I said small fry.
You know,
cute headpiece.
In Untucked, you get a closer look at the look, and it looks a lot better up close. But from afar on the runway, it just was not doing it for me. It looked it wasn't just as elevated as the rest of the girls when they walked out, I thought.
I agree. I thought the makeup was very pretty with like the lace on the face.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think it was fully realized. And Sam and I both agreed while we were watching that I don't think we would have gotten like Mad Scientist if she hadn't have said it.
I didn't get it, either.
Yeah,
I didn't really get Mad Scientist. I just
said
like
small.
Latex little lab coaty thing. That's what I was feeling. It wasn't really a fantasy for me.
Yeah, no, it was a daydream. More than a fantasy. So, Alex, what fry for you?
I'm gonna say small. I won't remember this.
Josh?
Small.
And it seems like audience is saying small as well across the board.
Yeah.
Next, we get into a look that was a little controversial. Also, can we back up to Melissa's comment really quick? Melissa, we will be going in order this time.
Yes. I like her. I like you.
Yeah, Melissa and I are going to fight. We get to Rosé's look. Rosé is wearing a rose look with a big rose headpiece and sort of a very structural rose gown. Luckily, she had a waist this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's a medium fry for me. Here's from the front. The judges did not read her on it, but I thought that the silhouette was boxy. From the side, like it just looked, what is that? Profile?
Yeah, the profile.
The profile was boxy for me.
Yes, V. Yes, V.
Yes, realness. It was a medium fry.
Come back, V, because she agrees with me. They agree
So
with
this
me.
look, I would say, is a large fry from the front and a medium fry from the side. I think that the zipper being exposed was not the tea. The zipper being exposed took out of the look, and it also was not flattering on her body. Rosé has a gorgeous drag silhouette when she wears things that are flattering to her body, and I would like to see them. So that is why I say that. But from the front, the headpiece and the dress was stunning.
I am low-key excited for Tina to dress Rosé next week so that Rosé has like a fucking silhouette that we can see.
Yeah.
Can I just say, like, the one thing is Rosé, okay, I know y'all are gaining love for Rosé, okay?
Yeah.
I'm seeing it. So I can understand that you guys did it, but I just disagree on this, and I think Rosé did great. I know that, again, V would be agreeing with me right now, so there we go. So I'll say that.
Zachary, did they just do it, like, just now?
Looks like the Drag Race Australia cast just dropped for those of you who are interested. Lav, what was your rating for Rosé?
Okay, so Rosé, actually, I like Rosé. I do not understand Rosé slander. I understand it sometimes, but not always. I do really like her, and I think that this look was a medium for me. It was like, I agreed with Michelle's comments. She had said something about this, how it's sort of like that same like ruffly, she sort of does that every time on the runway. And the garments, I think they look nice, but I do wish that the silhouette was just a little bit more like
snatched.
Yes, snatched, period, honestly.
Because she is snatched. That's the thing.
Exactly. She's got a great body.
Nice body, like pretty face. Girl,
cute face, little waist, and a big behind.
Dolores, I think you meant to direct this at Sam and myself.
But
no, she's fully given in.
Dolores, they love her now a little bit more, just like I love Candy Muse a little bit more. So
yeah,
we're all gaining respect for these queens and love for them as they relax into their real personalities. So what is your final rating for this look, Lavender?
Oh, it's a medium for sure.
Large for me. Large.
Alex?
It's a medium for me.
Yeah, and large at the front, and it's a medium for me.
And I like your comment, Dolores. I agree. I'd like to see some movement from that dress.
Yep. Next we get to Utica's look. It was a very fun sort of picnic blanket unitard with a picnic basket with butterflies coming out. Sorry about that, Asia O'Hara. There were ants climbing up her legs. It was fun. It was cute. It's like a medium plus for me. It wasn't a gag, but it was like, oh, this is delightful. I was so pleased. Lav, how did you feel about Utica's picnic look?
I said medium out the gate. Like, she turned the corner and I was like, medium. Because I think that it was just because like her snatch game really left a bad taste in my mouth. And yeah, I think, she did that shady thing to Olivia too. So like through the episode, there was just things that she was doing that was sort of like getting on my nerves. And she turned the corner and I was like, okay, it's like camp and pretty and it does look polished, but
a gag at the club.
Yeah, it was a media. I like the joke, like I thought it was cute, but I did think that it was sort of like her projecting herself. And I'm like, girl, it's not, I don't know if it's gonna save you this time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that look's gonna save you this time.
Alex, how'd you feel about the look?
I thought it was a medium. I think it was not the most impressive look we've seen from Utica, but I did like seeing a different silhouette. And I did really like the ants and the details of it all because I think that created the fantasy. But it was a great lip sync outfit, girl.
Alex, how did you forget your quote? Alex said something hilarious about this outfit.
She just said it.
Oh, you did? About how it's getting ready for the lip sync?
Right before you started talking, she finished that sentence.
Oh, sorry.
You were so ready with that comment.
I scored it. It was still delayed.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, get ready for that lip sync. At least you're not in a hoop skirt, girl.
I'm about to lip sync in this chat. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Next in, I would say, one of the most iconic looks of all time. We have Simone in her Say Their Names outfit. It was a beautiful, so I learned the headpiece. I originally thought it was like a bishop's hat, like a bishop's mitre, but it was based on a peace lily.
Yes.
All white, angelic garment. On the back, it said "Say Their Names," right? Say Their Names. In like bedazzled red jewels, and had like bedazzled gunshot wounds in the back. Incredible. It was so moving. She recited the names of victims of police violence. On TV, Drag Race has stepped it up with the social justice this season. They're using the platform, and I thought it was an incredibly powerful moment.
It was really good.
I do want to point out what V is saying right now. If you follow Simone on Instagram, and if you don't, go watch the video that Simone posted with this outfit, because the video itself brought me to tears. This whole outfit is so much bigger than Drag Race, and I highly suggest watching the video.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, Sam, I was gagged. I had chills watching this runway. It's one of the coolest things I've seen on Drag Race, and it was just perfect. And I love Simone. Simone has been consistent since episode 1 with the outfits, the performances. She had 1 week that was not her strongest, but apart from that, slaying this competition, and that outfit was incredible. Incredible.
I mean, I would argue this is one of the most iconic looks ever to hit the runway.
Yeah.
Lavender, what were your thoughts on this look?
I all of the above. I agree with all of the above. I think it was one of the most iconic looks that's ever been done on the runway. When she turned the corner, well, first of all, I was doing the ratings and I was like super size, and then I started. I don't know, something emotional happened to me. It was quite a bit, but it was just like so beautiful. And I have this theory that Simone is a witch. I've had it since the beginning. When she did her lip sync against Olivia Lux, she pointed at her and her earring fell off. Like I have my theories, and she calls herself the Ebony Enchantress. Like, I mean, she's a witch, but the energy that she exudes in everything she does is just wonderful. There was a video that she did for British Vogue that came out like just probably around the time that she was filming this or had just finished filming. And I haven't seen like too much else from her outside of Drag Race. I've been trying to like find it. That's usually what I do. And everything that she does is just is enamoring to me. And this was nothing less than that. It was actually like so much more. And it just like, I don't know.
I would love to see Simone in an American Horror Story crossover, though. Coven Part 3.
I'm down.
Simone was in 2 seconds of Dragula.
She sure was. She was in one of their like pre-show videos that they do. It's very fun. I thought she did a great job. I mean, it was just, beyond words.
Super size all around.
Super size. I mean,
That was priceless.
Next we get to Gottmik, who is back in her signature clown white makeup. Punk with a safety pin through her head. Fashionable Jack. I mean, it was fun. It was cute. It was everything. It was a large fry for me.
It was great. I also agree. Gottmik, large fry. It was true to who Gottmik was. After Gottmik did this incredible snatch game, she came out and just slayed it. Slayed it.
Yeah, this look was great. The pin through the head was great, and she's only worn the clown white one time. That she's since Drag Race, or maybe twice, I think. So good for her on saving it for a look that is so authentically her. So work, girl, large fry.
I think super size. I don't know. I really liked it. I love like the punk. I love the camp of the safety pin, of the Swarovski jeweled blood drop. Like it was just every time that she does a runway, I'm pretty gagged. Like I think it's just like high fashion, usually edgy, gorgeous, stunning. And I love the clown white. I mean, the bitch knows how to paint. Like she knows house down. Yeah. So whether she's doing that clown white or she's doing whatever, like she's still gonna have a snatch face. It was
absolutely. Next we get into Denali, who's given us Roller Skate Diner Girl. It was cute. It was a medium for me. Josh, how'd you feel about it?
Medium plus. I thought it was really cute. You said better when Denali came out.
I liked her on the skates. I thought it was really fun. The coffee pot was cute. I thought it was a solid look.
It was good. I'm going to say medium plus. It was good. It wasn't the best, but it was really cute, and I liked it. And Denali's great, and I think Denali deserves more credit. I think Denali's a great drag queen, and there's people kind of outshining Denali. I'd like to see Denali back, and I think Denali would slay on their second time. But yeah, that's my thought on it.
Medium plus.
Medium plus.
Yeah.
I said large. I don't know. I thought it was cute. I like the skates. I'm glad that she wore skates because like, you know, we talked about this a little while ago. Like she's so talented on when she's ice skating. And I think that translated very well still when she was using just, you know, regular skates on the runway. It was super fluid and like fun and very just like waitress I lived for the coffee pot. Like if we're talking about fascinators too, I thought that was one of the most interesting fascinators.
Absolutely.
Just like comical and sort of cute. I mean I'd give it a large. It was costumey, but it was like very put together and polished.
Totally.
Now I wish she did that. She was skating on the one shoe when she came into the workroom. I'm like, why didn't you do any of that on the runway? Why didn't you serve us? Because could you imagine if she like had a tray in her hand and like swerved like a waitress? Like that would have been a show.
Yeah.
But you just skated down the runway. The Robbie Turner you were not.
Wheels or heels?
Wheels.
How about both? Okay.
So moving on, we get to Elliot with 6 bags packed, baby.
Can I talk about this?
What the fuck was that look?
No.
I was offended by that look. Alex,
this look was offensive.
Yes.
This look was homophobic. This look was the worst look that anybody has brought to this season of Drag Race. Not because Lala Ree made that bag outfit, okay? But Elliot full on had that outfit commissioned for this. I'm like, what are you wearing? Why do you have one gaucho pant that looks like a scrotum girl? No, that gives me anxiety, and I do not understand it. I hate a bad nude illusion, and why would you make it a gaucho? I am so sorry.
I'm like a baggy gaucho.
What's a gaucho? That makes
it was like sort of like the pre-yoga pants that were very popular in like the early 2000s.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
I'm mad that I had to look at that.
It felt like a sad dance costume.
Yeah.
She turned the corner. I didn't even give her a fry. I was like, no. She turned the corner and I was like, no. Like I wrote no.
We threw the bag at this outfit.
One of Lala Ree's bags.
Yeah.
I like
This was like the collection of fries on the floor of my car.
Yeah.
It was not good for me.
Can I randomly say me and Alex were quoting Congratulations earlier, and we were doing Kimora. Alex, can you do Kimora's part just for me?
From the House of Ho!
I'm the most glamorous in this race.
My favorite is La Ree. It's
Yeah, it's super fun.
Oh
so
God,
next
Y2K.
So
I know that Coco Vega made that look. Coco Vega, I know that this was not your idea, and you should have stopped Elliot.
You should have not made that garment.
Look on the House of Ho!
So moving on, we get Tina in sort of a horse race Trunchbull look, which I thought was like it was Trunchbull. It was Trunchbull to me.
Who was wearing the sweat ribbon yesterday and isn't wearing one today? Any guesses?
And like Trunchbull is played by a drag queen on Broadway, so like if you haven't seen Matilda, you're missing out.
Yeah, I didn't get this look from Tina.
It was medium for me.
Yeah, it was medium fry. It was fine.
Medium. If it was the Trunchbull, it actually would be a large fry, but it wasn't.
R.I.P. Sherry Pie's Trunchbull.
R.I.P. Rust in a hell, Sherry Pie.
Rest in pieces.
R.I.P. Would have been a good look, girl.
Would have been a great look if you weren't a predator. Lavender, how did you feel? Tiffany, my voice went up too high to say medium. It's the horse. The horse did it for me. That sad puppet horse head. What was up with it? I don't know.
It makes you think of Ginger Minge with the horse and All Stars too.
Oh, it's so
Oh my God.
great. Lavender, how did you feel about Tina's look?
Gals, I'm tired. I am tired. I am tired of Miss Burner and that fashion. I need her to step it up. It's a costume every time.
Where's the fashion, darling?
It's a costume every time. And like, there's, things that she could have just done to elevate it, to make it a little bit more than just a costume. I feel like.
God damn it, Tina. Touch the
too.
fashion, change your life.
Touch the fashion, change your life. Touch the fashion, change your life, Tina.
Change your life.
Oh.
Come for me in the comments, but I loved that routine from Milk. Touch the fashion, change your life.
Oh my God. Talent of Velcro. Yes. How can we forget?
The House of Hell.
So finally, our final look of the evening. Candy Muse comes out with a houndstooth sort of layered baby doll dress with a Muse feather headpiece. I loved it. I also thought it was Hamburglar Couture.
It was
I thought it was, and it can be both because I love Candy and I love Hamburglar. So for me, it was I give it a medium plus. I really liked it, but I can't give it a large fry. Alex, how'd you feel about this?
I give this look a medium because Candy's looks have been so good recently that this one wasn't as good. But she looked great. The makeup was good. She looked fine, but it was very Hamburglar realness. And Candy is kind of the Hamburglar of drag, and I'm kind of the Hamburglar of just the Hamburglars. So I relate to it, I guess.
I loved it. I thought her makeup, though, her eye makeup was really interesting this week. I actually really enjoyed it.
Stunning.
It was gorgeous. The mug beat.
This outfit was straight out of the children's videos We Sing Sillyville, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Straight out of a children's video. It was awful. It was awful. I am sure someone knows what I'm talking about. It was a mess.
I know what you're talking about.
It was a mess. She looked like that person. That's a mess. Like,
Tina is the Ronald McDonald. Someone said Tina's Ronald McDonald.
I agree. Straight out of a kids show. Like, she should have been at what was that episode from season 5 with the box? That one. Perfect outfit for that. Barnyard Buddies.
I thought it was great. I loved her headpiece. It was probably may have been my favorite headpiece. I thought it was great. It was super cool.
I thought the feathers were cool.
Yeah.
I thought the Fascinator was cool too. Yeah. And I love a black and white look. Like I think it's just classic, and I think it's kind of hard to mess up.
I love it. I love a black and white look.
The silhouette, it was a lot for me. She was giving me very like gumdrop.
Very like detox jellyfish.
Okay. And I was just like, I mean, I thought it was cute though. Mm-hmm. I would give it a medium.
Medium plus for me.
Small minus.
I like the headpiece. Medium.
I'm just comparing it to other things on the runway, and if we're thinking that Elliot's outfit was also on this runway,
yes, it was horrible. That was the worst one.
Okay.
Elliot's was the worst.
That's it. Like
Elliot with 25 STDs is the worst.
Oh my gosh!
Not now, Tace.
I said it. I'm Ahura, the raunchy one, okay? Ahura, the super raunchy one.
Oh my God, the raunchy one.
So, okay. We get into the tops and bottoms of this episode. In the top, we have Rosé, Denali, and Gottmik. The bottom, we have Olivia, Utica, and Elliot. I don't think we have any disagreements here. I mean, obviously, Simone, we wanted to see in the top rather than Denali.
I would have swapped Rosé.
Not appropriate for the BBC. Thank you, baby.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, I probably would have swapped. I absolutely actually would have swapped Simone in for Denali. I thought her overall presentation between Snatch Game and Runway was stronger than Denali's.
Mhm.
Point blank, period. Alex, any other alterations you would make, or do you agree with that one?
It is kind of wild that Simone walked onto the runway looking how she looked, and she was not in the top. And she also did that Snatch Game character that is iconic and people will talk about for years. And she was not in the top, and Denali was. Denali did great and fine, but I don't think it should have been in the top over Simone. I do agree, and I take back what I said. I think Denali should have been safe. Yeah.
Josh, how do you feel about the tops and bottoms lineup?
I think Simone should have been in the top 3 after that outfit. 100%. There was no. I was gagged that Simone was not in the top 3, and I would have put Denali in the safe, or put both of them at 4 people in the top, because I think all 4 were really good. I think Simone definitely deserved to be in the top. I think Gottmik deserved to win, but Simone.
I agree with that. I agree with the winner.
I agree with the winner as well. Lev, how'd you feel about the lineup?
I agree with the winner. I do think Simone was robbed. Not a joke, just a fact. Yeah, I just, I love that look. That look, we said it will go down in history. I do think that the Snatch Game character was also so iconic. I honestly think that the editing kind of got her a little bit, because I feel like she had some more funny shit to say. I feel like RuPaul saw her call him a bald man as Harriet Tubman, and she was like, okay,
no,
this doesn't get any more airtime for the rest of the Snatch Game.
Yeah, it was tough. I was really surprised. I was truly surprised that she didn't end up there. As for the bottom 2, I did feel Utica and Elliot was appropriate.
I do too.
But honestly, I thought Utica and Olivia did equally poorly in the Snatch Game, and I thought Utica had a stronger look, but she deserved to be there for what she said to Pork Chop.
Yep. Yeah.
She deserved that.
I don't think she would have lip synced if she didn't say that to Pork Chop, honestly.
I agree. I don't think she would have either.
Cheap shot, and everybody knew.
But it was a fun lip sync. We get into the lip sync with, but Lavender, you had something to say?
Well, I was just gonna say, she goes into the bottom, and then when they show her coming back and untucked, she has that moment where she's like, they thought I looked really pretty. That's the first thing that she says, and I feel like she felt like she was gonna be safe. So I'm kind of glad that she had to lip sync. I wanted to see her lip sync. Have we seen her lip sync?
Not since the beginning.
Exactly. Okay.
Where she lip synced poorly against Gottmik.
Yeah, and there was a couple challenges where she was in the bottom and her look saved her, and I didn't want her look to save her this time. So I'm glad that she lip synced.
Yeah. I think that's absolutely fair. I loved this lip sync.
Oh, that was good. It was good.
I wouldn't say that it's an iconic lip sync, but I will say that it was iconic to watch Elliot struggle with that fucking stupid pants.
And Utica,
tell us how you feel, Alex.
Utica ate tonight. I mean, Utica had a full. She ate that stage, and it was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be bad. I thought Elliot was going to wipe the floor with Utica.
Yeah.
And Elliot put on that sort of club face and dissociated.
And just held her gauchos.
I think Elliot knew it was her time.
Her singular gaucho.
She held her gaucho.
She did the gaucho jump, the sprain. The Lisa Turtle, the sprain on Saved by the Bell. That's what I was getting that from.
Lav, how'd you feel about the lip sync?
Oh, I thought it was really fun. I love when you see 2 different kind of lip sync performers go against each other and do their own thing. I love it when they're opposite, and Utica is obviously a more comedic performer, and Elliot definitely, turns it out, is more of a stunt and dance girl, right? So I do think it's fun to see the 2, do different things on the stage. I was more drawn to Utica. I felt more entertained by her. And I felt like she wanted it more. I agree with that. I feel like that Elliot was just sort of checked out, like she was ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that was only.
You put that look on, and she was like, "My bags are packed."
I feel like something happened off camera that we didn't see in Untucked, because Elliot got 0 screen time in Untucked, and had that look. We were all talking about. We thought something went down with Elliot in Untucked.
Yeah,
because of how she did in the lip sync. Josh, I'm sorry, you were going to say something?
Oh no, I was gonna ask. We have our things. Elliot with 3 Z's, Elliot with 25 STDs, Elliot with 3 Ks. I want to ask the audience, give us some more Elliot names. These are last time.
I love Joseph's.
This is our last one.
Elliot sashayed away, and this will be the last time we have to speak about her until we have to talk about her on the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give it to us, because it's the last.
Give it to us, Elliot, with what?
Our in memoriam. Joseph had one, Alex, up there.
Elliot with low energy.
Elliot with low energy.
If you all find it before me, put it up there.
I got it. Oh. Elliot with low energy, incredible. But I thought Untucked really focused on Utica being shady. I didn't think anything extraordinary happened. I think she's just an awkward Christian girl who grew up in a town of 200 people and doesn't really know how to interact with other gay people yet. And I think that's fine. The extra T is for Tata, bitch. I love that it was tenacity and not talent. Like, girl, you stuck around.
The extra T is for there.
Oh, Elliot with no tea. All tea, no shade. No, it's all shade, no tea with Elliot.
Wow.
Oh, Tata, bitch.
Elliot with problematic. That's what I call it. Elliot with 6 microaggressions. Okay.
So let's get in our superlatives for the episode. We start with best in show, and folks at home, please chime in as well with who you're thinking for these. Best in show is what do you want, or who do you think performed best overall across the course of the episode? Not necessarily who won the episode. I would like to start with Alex. Alex, who was your best in show this episode?
My best in show, it has to be Simone, because I had the most emotional reaction from Simone, even during the Snatch game, because what a hard character to pick. So good for her. That's my best in show.
Yep. Josh?
I'm gonna say Gottmik. Gottmik won. That Paris Hilton was incredible, but Simone with outfit. So it's kind of like Gottmik for performance, Simone for outfit. Mm-hmm. That's what I was.
Lev, who did you feel?
I'm going to say Simone. I think that, I feel like she was just right on time, but the judges felt that she was ahead of her time. But I thought she was right on time. The gal is best in show. Yeah.
And do you know what? I agree with that sentiment. I thought, honestly, like, Simone's runway blew Gottmik's out of the water. I thought Gottmik's was cute. I thought it was fashion. I thought it was fun. But, like, Simone's was a moment. And if you think about how relatively close their Snatch games were and then compare their runways, I felt like it was really Simone's night tonight.
Yeah.
Next, we have our dark horse. Who surprised you this evening? Oh, Melissa's saying really quickly, it was Gottmik tonight for you, best in show. Now we get into dark horse, though. Who surprised you? Who was fresh? Who blew you away? Lev, let's start with you. Who was your dark horse of the evening?
I'm going to say Gottmik. I wasn't surprised by her runway, and she was funny in her acting challenge. I just didn't think that she was going to really like blow it out of the park like she did. And that Paris Hilton, it was just hilarious. She's proven to be very funny throughout the season in any comedy challenge. And I mean, I guess I see her being funny, with the other girls throughout the episode. But I never peg her to just like blow it out of the park, and she does it every time.
Yeah. Josh, who's your dark horse tonight?
I'm going to agree with Tiffany on this, and I'm going to say Denali, because I thought Denali would be one of the weakest ones in this competition. I did not think this is one that Denali would do good in, and Denali did great. Really one of the top ones and was in the top 3. I think Denali really proved herself, and I really think Denali is like a dark horse in this competition. I don't think she's going to win this, but I want to see her back after this to see what she can do. I really like her.
Absolutely. Alex, who is your dark horse of the evening?
My dark horse is Tina Burner because she was dressed as a dark horse.
Shut up!
Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay, my dark horse of the evening. I actually agreed with Lav. It was Gottmik. I expected Gottmik to do well, but just not that well. Incredible. And finally, our Wendy Williams Award for the dark horse for the Hot Mess Express.
Lil Vampin.
Lil Vampin.
She's a native New Yorker.
AKA the Hot Mess.
The Hot Mess. Who was your Hot Mess Express?
So, Josh and folks at home, who was your Hot Mess Express tonight? Josh, let's start with you.
Obviously, it was Elliot with 367 microaggressions, 6 STDs, 5 racist comments, 4 something, and 1 big STD. I don't know. I'm trying to.
Josh showing yet again that he is both Jewish and can't count.
Mazel tov.
Alex, who is your Hot Mess Express of the evening?
My Hot Mess Express is Utica, baby. What was you doing? You're gonna read all your sisters during dinner, girl. What? And you're gonna call pork chop the icon fat? No, girl. Wendy Williams.
Lav, who is your Hot Mess Express for the week?
Utica, period. Everything that Alex said, and then on top of that, she didn't do good.
Everyone at home seems to think Elliot. They're real into the Elliot going home.
Elliot's one fucking gaucho pant. I'll say it again.
Actually, Elliot was one.
My Hot
one
Williams Chris goes to Elliot's one gaucho pants leg. Folks, that's all for the evening. It is fun hanging out with you as always. Lav, thank you for being here.
Oh my God, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. I love talking with lovely queer people in my city about one of my favorite shows.
Absolutely. Now, baby, it's time of the show where you get to plug yourself. So where can the people find you if they want to see more?
You can find me right there at my Instagram. I post some drag there, also just like stuff about my life. I'm an interesting person.
You are. And a coworker.
Yeah, I'm a coworker. I also work with Sam and Alex. I do a bunch of weird stuff. I make candles, magic spell candles.
Yes, I would love one.
Oh my God, I have some. Or I'll make you one custom. That goes for anyone else here too. You can contact me through my Instagram if you want one. I ship anywhere in the United States. So
incredible. Plug your product, boo. Next we have Alex. Alex, where can the people find you?
You can find me anywhere if you look up Alex Knows It All, alexknowsitall.jpg on Instagram, baby. And I'm also on TikTok, and I went viral one time.
Yes, you did. Josh, what's next? You can follow Josh. Oh, you want to do it for yourself, baby? Plug yourself.
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Grindr, whatever, at Mendel's8.
And you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sam Meier Comedy. Stay tuned, folks. We're coming up on Film Festival Awards season, and Alex and I will hopefully have some big news for y'all. Finally, please make sure to check out the Couch Potato Queens on Facebook at the Couch Potato Queens, spelled normally, or on Twitter at Couch Potato Queens, QWNZ. And as always, folks, remember to never let anyone dull your sparkle. We love you. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.